Hi, I'm Kyle and today I'm going to review the SabreCut CraftMate. It is a 10.8 volt cordless rotary tool which comes with a 1,500 milliamp hour battery included in the box. It also comes with a selection of 42 different accessories which range from polishing tools, grinding tools, sanding tools and various other things which I'll show you in the review later. I picked this up on Amazon. It was about £35, which I think was excellently priced considering a lot of other corded tools are about the same. It has variable speed range from 5,000 to 25,000 RPM. You can also charge this in about 1 hour, and the tool itself weighs about 400 grams, the tool only without any bits added to it. So let's see what's in the box. So I've been using the SabreCut CraftMate for a few weeks now, and I found it really useful for a lot of small maintenance tasks around the house that would have previously taken me quite a lot longer to do by hand. I've done some detailed sanding work, I've cleaned paint off tiles, I've sharpened my lawnmower blades and garden tools, and a lot of other small tasks that this is ideal for. So I'm going to show you some of the ways this can be used, how to change the bits on it and what bits come with it. I'm also going to show you some extra bits that I bought since buying the rotary tool itself that you can use to expand the tool's functionality. So let's see them now. The first thing I want to demonstrate is how to change the bits in the head of the rotary tool. So you have this nut on the front which you can unscrew by hand, and inside you have this metal piece which I believe is called a collet, and the tool is supplied with 3 different sizes depending on the size of the bit that you want to connect. I'm going to demonstrate first the sanding band, which comes with this rubber piece. You slide the sanding band over the rubber piece, and there's this small screw on the top which you need to tighten up with a small screwdriver. When you tighten that small screw up, the rubber band expands and it holds the sanding band tightly on the end. I then need to select a collet which is the right size. From the looks of this, it's going to be the largest of the three, I think. Yes, it is. So what you do is you first you take the collet and you load it in the end of the rotary tool. You then screw on the black nut. Now you need to press the locking button on the top here to lock the spindle to tighten that up slightly. Without fully tightening it, we place the bit in the end, down as far as it goes, and then tighten up as far as we can by hand. And in the box comes this small spanner which we use to finish the tightening of it, and that's it locked. So fairly straightforward process for attaching the sanding band. There are 6 speeds like I said before, so if I switch it on the lowest speed, you probably can't see particularly well from there, but it's spinning pretty slowly, and as I increase the speed, you hear it makes a lot more noise, but spins much quicker, so you can control how much you want to sand. So I'm going to try and demonstrate slightly how much power this tool actually has. I've got a little bit of plywood here, and I'm going to show you how it works. So there is this sort of rubber grip at the front, which gives you a good bit of control when you're doing detail sanding work. So hopefully you can see if I rest this on here how this works. So that was only on a medium speed, on a speed of 3, and you can see how quickly that sands through that little bit of wood. We up that to 6 and do that again. You see, even quicker. If you're doing detail work, you probably want to use the lowest setting to start with, just to see how you get on and see how much it sands off. The sanding band is generally a tool for sanding wood, but I found it came in really useful when sharpening scissors. So I'm going to clamp this down just to keep it in place here, so hopefully I can show you how this works. So I've clamped that in place, steady. I'm going to start this on a higher speed this time, the max speed of 6, and just show you how effectively this works. So let's go. You might not be able to see from the camera, but that was really good at doing that, and it's really quick at sharpening the metal. As well as the sanding band that you can use for sharpening, you also get these sharpening stone pieces, which I also used. I actually used one of these on a lawnmower blade a few weeks ago, and it was really good. It sharpened it really well. The next piece I have here is the polishing wheel piece. So instead of screwing in place, you get this part here that fits directly into the end of it. So you just screw it over the top, and it kind of grips the in the center of that. I used that for doing some polishing metalwork. So I'll try and show you again on the scissors the action of polishing. This doesn't come with the kit, but I'm going to use some polishing paste just to help the process a small bit. So I'm going to dip it in the end of that, and let's see how well it works. So, really useful for cleaning up metalwork. These are really cheap to buy. These wool heads. They will wear through quite quickly, but you can replace them really cheaply. The last thing I want to show you is one of these cutting discs that comes with a kit. Like the sanding band, there's this screw-on end piece that you need to tighten up with a small screwdriver. You just tighten it up by hand to start with. See, there's a small screw in the end there. So then you just need to finish tightening it with the screwdriver. So where the cutting disc comes in useful is when you have something like a screw where you've maybe stripped the head of it, and you might have traditionally used a hacksaw to cut the screw off, but the rotary tool is also very useful. I'm going to set it to 6 and let's see how effective it is. Really quick, and that would definitely take me a lot longer with a hacksaw. So yeah, really impressed with that. So before I finish up the review, I just want to show you some of the bits that I've bought since buying the rotary tool originally. I bought a multi-pack of different bits like these, which are designed to fit any generic rotary tool and some of the big brands such as Dremel. You get various bits. For example, you get things like larger grinding stones for larger blades that you might want to sharpen. Things like these wire brushes, which could be used to clean paint off things, clean rust, that kind of thing, as well as a couple of extra different sized cutting bits. So the one that came with the kit was fairly small, so you can see the difference. This came with the kit, the small cutting disc. This one came with this multi-pack that I bought. It wasn't particularly expensive. I think it was about £5 to buy from eBay, and I got about 50 different bits. I got a few other duplicates of the things I got in the kit, so I got a load of different sanding bands and polishing bits and various things, which I'm actually using the original cases to keep the bits in, which have proven to be very handy. The last thing I want to show you is this adapter which I bought. This is a drill style chuck, which you replace the collet and nut at the front of the tool which grips the bits, and what you do is you take off the original nut and you take out the collets and just leave that aside, so you don't need these bits anymore. And then what you do is you screw this onto the thread at the front, and you'll see, as hopefully you can see there, move closer to the camera, you can see as I tighten that, you can see the jaws tighten up like they would in a drill. And what this means is you can tighten this by hand. You can add any of the bits, the original bits or replacement bits, and tighten them up by hand. And you no longer need to use the small spanner, and you no longer need to pick a particular collet size to connect your different size bits you might have. So as you'll see, I can just change that, different bit, tighten up again, and we're ready to go. So no using the spanner, everything I want to change a bit is much quicker, I found, to use. This device is generic, it fits most rotary tools. I just found it fitted perfectly well on this one, so that doesn't come with the kit, but I found it to be a really useful addition, and it really wasn't expensive at all. I think it was about £3 to buy, so I've been really happy to have bought that. So hopefully that's been of use to you when making the decision whether to buy it or not. I would certainly highly recommend it if it's your first rotary tool or you're looking to make the jump from a cordon model. Please hit the subscribe button and show your support for the channel, and you'll be kept up to date with the latest videos I publish. Also, please drop me a comment, let me know if you bought the tool and what kind of things you use it for. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.